guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make your very own candy star. These are great accent pieces on any piece of candy or 3D. Let's get started. Pony beads, elastic stretch cord, and scissors. Start by adding on 10 beads of your first color. We're going to tie this into a circle, just like you would with a single. I'm using a square knot here. So what we're going to do with these 10 beads is form a pentagon shape where you have 5 points and then 5 beads in the middle. Once you've got that nice and tied securely, we're going to take our scissors and cut off the short tail end. And this is where you can, start to push in those beads so you get to see that pentagon. We're going to take the tail end and we're going to string it into the first point closest to your string. And this way it hides your knot and it looks nice. Now we're going to start on the first point of the star. We do this by adding on 3 beads of our second color. We're going to skip a bead and go to that second point. And now you can see how the 3 beads we've added on make a triangle, which is the first point of the star. You add on 3 additional beads, skip one of your beads in your pentagon, and go to the third point in your pentagon. And then you've made the second point in your star. And continue this all the way around. When you come to the last point, we're going to skip a bead again, go through that last 5th bead in the pentagon, and this is where you're going to need to make sure that you pull your points tightly so they don't flop over and become too flimsy, but you don't want them to be so rigid that they're not flexible. So I like to tie mine off by doing a loop. So I stick it through the middle of a point, I make a loop, and then I pull that tail through the loop. And I do this 2 or 3 times until it's completely secure, and then I cut off the end. And that's it. It's that easy to make your very own candy star. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I put out new videos every week. You can check out my latest video where I teach you how to take this and make it into a star cuff. Or you can check out my playlist of other beginner candy tutorials. If you make anything from this video or any other of my videos, you can tag me as Ginger Candy on Instagram, and maybe I'll feature it in a future video.